talk to you about my disability. I don't think I've ever referred to myself as disabled, but I am. When Ms. Stern asked me to speak about it, I said yes, because I want people to be able to talk openly about their struggles honestly. And if that can start with me, I'll do it regardless of how intimidating this is. I knew I could easily list everything I've done to take care of the issue, the vision therapy, the long hours, my experience. But I was having trouble coming up with a conclusion because a conclusion that ended the story. I realized that with my disability and most disabilities, there is no definite ending. It is ongoing. Sure, I have times of growth. I learn to adapt, but my disability will always exist. There is never a time I have completely conquered my disorder. I live with it. When I was 4 years old, I got my first pair of glasses. There was nothing unusual or odd about the diagnosis. I just needed them. I always had messy handwriting and hated worksheets, but my mom and I assumed that it was just not my favorite learning style. I was at a yearly exam at UCI Berkeley when I was 9, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with my prescription, why they couldn't find the right one. I went through additional hours of examination, and they diagnosed me with binocular vision impairment. It's a rare eye disorder, meaning one eye sees one thing and the other eye sees a different image, but the two don't combine into one clear picture. I often see double image or blur. I sometimes feel like my eyes are a digital camera on autofocus, constantly trying to find the subject in which to zoom in on, but can't, so there's this constant, trying to focus but can't sensation. It's very frustrating. You would never know looking at me that there's anything wrong with me or that I have a disability. It isn't obvious. I've been told that my eyes are one of the most beautiful things about me, yet they're the thing that has consistently given me the most grief, irritation, and reoccurring challenge. My eyes are the way I see the world, but they frustrate me. They are part of my identity that I work every day not to hate. Never assume that you know what a person is struggling with. For many of us, it's hidden deeper within our eyes. Part of my own insecurity intertwined with my eye issue is being taken seriously as a student. My 5th grade teacher assumed I had dyslexia. It's nothing like dyslexia. And never did my accommodations and didn't care. My middle school teachers didn't care. They just assumed I was an average student who was slow. I'm not. My worksheets were messy since I couldn't fit my handwriting into the small spaces provided. The girls in my class said I had messy, ugly boy handwriting. In high school, my eye doctors advised me not to take certain AP classes or summer school because my eyes couldn't handle the reading. They couldn't handle the reading amount of focusing. Or because I wouldn't receive the accommodations of extra time, larger print, and extra spacing over the summer. I wanted to get ahead and learn, but I couldn't. I felt deceived by my own self. I didn't want to hold myself back, but my eyes do it involuntarily. I've spent hours crying because my eyes are too exhausted to struggle to focus. Spent hours driving to and from eye doctors for vision therapy to strengthen my eye muscles. It's a thing, strengthen your eye muscles. I hate that I have to care and do all of this work. I don't want to spend Saturdays driving to USC for vision therapy, but it's the only way for me to keep my eyes strong so I can learn. Speaking up has become my survival skill in the survival of the fittest world. I do love that I have a panoramic view of the world. I can take more in than the average person. I love that I can look through a camera with one eye looking at the subject and use the other eye to look at the subject as it appears life-size and be able to see the two totally different things and comprehend both separate images. It's really trippy. But when I'm struggling, as I tend to do with long hours of schoolwork, I just want people to understand that I'm really trying to help, or that I just want others to understand I'm trying to get help so I can see, because I do want to learn. Today, I still carefully plan how, when, and for how long I use my eyes. That's not something most people have to think about, but it's something I'm always thinking about. When my eyes get tired, even if I'm rested or energized or caffeinated, I can't read or focus on schoolwork or paperwork. While many students talk about their SAT scores, I'm still unsure about how I'm going to take the SAT for the first time. It took me 2 years to get my doctor-prescribed accommodations approved because they didn't understand my issue. It's the verification letters from Kel, Mr. De La Cruz, and Ms. Amos that actually helped the College Board see that I do benefit from accommodations. Thank you. Every time I tried to take the SAT, the College Board has inadvertently misplaced my accommodations. My accommodated test. It's hard when me, a person who needs help and equity, is failed by a system I am forced to work within. Did you know that it costs the College Board more money to supply accommodations, large printed books, more extreme accommodations, so they often deny the more complicated requests to save money? It's true. It's extremely frustrating not being able to express my understanding of material and my true intelligence because of my physical restrictions or lack of support for my vision requirements. Now, I'm not sure if anyone who will understand my disorder. I've gotten used to people not understanding it, and it can be lonely to explain my disability to people. It's very frustrating when people try and diagnose it, like, have you ever tried getting glasses? Yeah. I need more than just glasses. I have them. More than one pair. Reading glasses, like I have it all. It's okay if you don't necessarily understand. I want people to care, but I want people to care and not judge me when I need help. I've experienced belittlement for asking for help regarding my eyes, and I absolutely hate it. All I want is for people to be kind, empathetic, and patient. If more people could listen with an open heart, try to empathize, and treat people with love, it's shocking how dramatically that can affect interactions with anyone, especially those you may not understand or believe are different than you. Not assuming that you know everything about a person is also a valuable token of wisdom. Please don't assume that my eyes are normal when looking at me. Don't assume if I'm putting in eye drops that I'm high. I just can't see out of one of my eyes, probably. Don't assume any person is okay because they look content. They may have a mental, cognitive, or psychological challenge, or they may just be having a bad day. Don't assume that because a disability isn't obvious that it isn't there. Many of us have some sort of disability that hinders us in some way. For some, it's an ego, others an insecurity or fear, others crippling anxiety. Try to be understanding of people and treat them with love, respect, and patience, because you never truly know a person's full story or what their eyes might be really trying to tell you. Thank you.